Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So if I go back into my plumbing and go in here, that bit right there needs to just join in here. It should work just fine on there. The rest of it, that's all running in here. So I've got that running in there. So look at me plumbing overlay. Here comes the water. So I got some water going off into that one, and then I got other waters coming off into here, and it's filling up this reservoir slowly. That is now 36 degrees. I mean, technically, I'm not really going to need to worry about having the third one up here, because the times that I'm going to need that third one are slim to none. So maybe I'm wasting resources just building the thing in the first place. I don't think I am, though. I think it is going to be worth it. I think it is something that we should consider doing. So should consider emptying this at some point, I think. I'll leave it for now. And how are we doing up here? Things are being built quickly. Right, you in there. I can now go and copy the settings. SAN liquid pipe thermo sensor. I want that one there. Current temperature 26.4. Send a green signal if below 16.9. So I want to copy those settings. And I want to put them onto there. Right. Current temperature is 10.7. Dropping down at the moment, so that's sending out the green signal right there, which means that it's not going to activate this part anyway. We just got to wait for that one there to be built. Thermo aqua tuna contents none at the moment. Oh, does it say how much is required for it? Metal ore right there. 26 tons of iron ore. I've got iron ore. Just waiting for them to bring the stuff up. And now they're building it. So that should... Oh, wait, no, there's one other thing that we need to do. There's actually two things that we need to do. Well, technically, it's only one thing. I need to bring that over, join it up into there. Bring that over and join it up into there. And priority 9, the wire construction as well. There. Have that prioritized so that I can get my valves and everything joined in. So there's the third aqua tuna. We've got our gates so that we've got our various valves that will be able to be fully operational on this. We're delivering a load of iron ore. There should be more deliveries of iron ore on their way up. And some excitable duplicates running through. There's one dude coming in here. I got a distinct lack of oxygen in there. We're going to need to do something about that. Clean that out a little bit. Let's go back to our plumbing overlay. This is already working because this temperature is low. Right, it's 30 degrees on there. And then we go in here. That's just 19 degrees. 18. So it's still it's running in through the second one. But then if you look over here, that's now 6 degrees over there. So we've got a nice even 7 degrees in temperature running right the way through there because the system's working, which means that we've actually got cool water now running its way back down through. This one in here is 35 degrees. So why was that one running? That shouldn't have been running at all. 7 degrees in there, that's 6 degrees. And now this is running all the way around here. So then if I go to temperature overlay, I've now got icy cold water running along here where this high temperature is. And that should be pulling the higher temperatures out of this area. And then running them off elsewhere. I've also got all of this pipe right here. This is at 22 degrees. All of this in here. But I'm hoping that that is also going to start to be reduced as we run all of the other bits through. I've got all of that water running down there. That's now running back down this way. And that is 25 degrees in the pipe right there. And that runs into the liquid reservoirs over here. This coming out of here is 14 degrees. Alright. So far, everything seems to be working reasonably well. So far, I'm fairly pleased with what we've got going on. I've got my systems here. They are actually working. It's now mostly backed up and filled. And then once that changes temperature there, I mean, this is 30 degrees here, so it's coming out now at 17.8. It's actually, that should drop down. It should reduce the temperature by 15 degrees, although with the aquatuners not being underwater, that might make a difference. 16. No, now it's coming out of this side. It's dropping down there and running into this bit. Because I can't let the water flow through into that one if it's below 15 degrees. That removes 15 degrees of temperature from the water. So if I send it through too quickly, if I send it through with too low a temperature, it will come out the pipe on the other side, it'll be frozen, and that won't be any good. Now, what people have advised me is actually have a closed-loop system. Don't cool the water that I use in the base like I'm doing at the moment. Instead, have a separate loop and fill it with either polluted water or salty water, which is a much lower freezing temperature, and then I can knock that temperature right down to, say, minus 50, and have that icy blast running right around the whole base. Which is something that I will consider. Right now, I'm not going to worry about it, though. But there, we have now got a properly automated cooling system at work in the base. And it seems to be working reasonably well. The water in here is currently sitting at 34 degrees. Yeah, I've got 2.8 million germs in there in food poisoning, but that's all locked in a cooling system. And the germs come into here and then they get killed off because they get held in these tanks. And then it goes off into further cooling. So that's 30 degrees, 32 degrees, 33 degrees in there. Oh, wait. Look in here. 25 degrees, the temperature of the water is in that third tank. Liquid pipe, that's 27 in there. Let's go back up this way a bit. Let's go to there. What are you? You're 23 degrees. Look over this way, 19 degrees. So it's quite cool over here. That's where it's running down. 19 degrees there. 21. It is extracting temperature from this zone. And that's what I like. We are now actually bringing the high temperatures out of this area, and we are cooling everything down. That's 9.5 there, but then we go through a really hot area here. Like, it's 35 degrees there. The water is 11 degrees. Over this side, it's 9 degrees. So, like, it is working. I am removing some of the heat, which is a really, really awesome thing. I'm picking up sandstone and I'm moving it. So I've got all of these liquid pipes now. Next thing I want to do is I want to go to liquid pipes right here. Food has decayed. Right, well, the food can stay decayed for a minute. I'm going to remove all of those pipes. That's my next little job. I will get them to remove all pipes. Now, the other thing that I would like them to do is to go into these refrigerators. What have I got in here? Mush fries, stale. I got meal lice loaf. Food item becomes stale at 50% freshness. So is there a way to give this duplicate a new name? No. Is there a way to set how I remove items from here? Eject all items. Like, if it's gone stale right there. Mark this object for compost. So I can actually specifically set items in here that are below what I would... Can I automatically have it to compost anything that goes stale? I got mush fries there. I want to get rid of them. And let's have a look in this one. Decor plus 11. That is lice loaf. They're stale and they're stale. Fresh, mush fry. Mush fry. Sleet wheat grain is stale. I got a lot of sleet wheat grain in here that's gone stale. I'm going to... but I've got cooking ingredients being stored in this one. I'm going to remove any edibles. It's from that one there. I'm going to remove the edibles. And then we will only store the grains. And we'll see what happens with that. And then in here, I've only got edibles. Mush fry, muck root. Mush fry stale, 2% there and 1% there. So I'm going to compost these. Any that are stale in here, the lice loaf in particular, compost that one and go into here. I know that I could, in fact, change this over and, like, I could very carefully go and feed this to our little creatures, but I'd rather compost it, because if I compost it, they're not very nice anyway, these things. I'm not sure that I want to be keeping the mush fries. They're very unappetizing. Nobody likes them. Right, we'll do that. They can compost some of it, and then some of it can actually be put back in. Let's have a look. I've got a stack of mush fries right here. That is fresh. That one's stale. That one can be composted. Fresh, 69. Stale, 30%. Compost. 15. Cancel compost. It's fine. What's this? Solidified mud slop. Compost it. It's quite a bit there, but still compost it. Yeah. That one, compost you. No. Right, I had one there. Okay, you gotta love the way that it's going through. So, musical on here. Stale 45 there. Compost that one as well. Right. There's some orders for them to deal with the food, which I'm hoping will help things out a bit. And we'll go here. We will choose a blueprint. We've got curative tablets, or, you know, let's go with those. There, we'll take the tablets. They should be fairly handy. Right. I'm quite pleased with what we've got going on. I mean, now, unfortunately, this is back to the usual slow rate, so I don't know if ultimately this is going to be a problem for us or not. What we may end up wanting to do is change this round and introduce a closed-loop system for our cooling, and then have the water just whatever temperature the water is. That might be something that we need to seriously consider. We'll worry about that later. Now, the other thing that I want to do is dig the snow out of there. Let them get into there and do that. So then I've got a sleet wheat farm. That'd be great, having a sleet wheat farm. Up here, this is still way too hot. 37 degrees in here, so nothing's growing in there. I've got an espresso machine, which should help people. We've also got the massage table, which should help them. I've got these in here, so the temperature in there is now absolutely tickety-boo for mealwoods, which means that we've got our Drecos. We've got glossy Drecos, which are doing... they'll get us plastic, and so we'll have other Drecos as well. Someone said that if I was to have a pneumatic door, but have it permanently opened, then I could have this sort of count as 2 farms worth, and I could make that area bigger. I don't know if I need to, though. I've got a supply of materials and that in there, so I don't think I need to worry about it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig that bit out, and I'm going to dig that out there as well, and I would like to build a new area up here. So I'm going to take a gas pump. And we're going to put that gas pump up here at a fairly high point. That's going to go there. We're going to take ventilation. We're going to take a gas filter. And that gas filter I'm going to bring down here. Just going to pop that one in there. And I'm going to take a gas pipe from up there. Run down to here. And it's going to go to there. And then I'm going to go from this side. I'm going to go out like that. And I'm going to put a gas vent on that end. And then I'm going to take a gas pipe out of there. I'm going to bring that down. I'm going to go into power over here. I'm going to take a hydrogen generator. I'm going to put one there. And I'm going to put one there like that. I'm then going to take base, tile. I'm going to put tile under there. Put tile under there so that they can reach that. And I'm going to put tile under there so that they can reach that. I'm going to dig out. That's already being dug out anyway. I don't need to worry about digging out there. I'll dig out those bits. Just because. And I'm going to go here. And I'm going to go to base. I'm actually pretty sure that can already be reached, and I don't need to do anything else up there, so we will start off by just doing it like that. I don't need to connect it anywhere else, and I can just blow out the rest of the gas out here that isn't going to be used. We should be fairly quick. More water running down this way. That should just keep running down here. So that's going to start using up some of the hydrogen that is going up to the top. That's a big problem for us, all of that hydrogen up there. I also have... This has now been cleared out. I've got a couple of little bits down in here, which I'm just going to... 9 those a second. I'd like to have them 9'd so that I've got this one in here as a farm station. And a base with a pneumatic door on there like that. And that should then turn that into a greenhouse, which gives benefits, doesn't it? Yes, I think it does. Right. A little group of them just come in and have gone and done what I need them to do. So they've gone and built that, and they've got one more down here to build. They're picking up some micronutrient that's outside of greenhouse right there. Close that door. There, we now have a greenhouse. Room overlay. Yes, that is a greenhouse. Room overlay right here. Room size 55. I can go up to 96 tiles, so I can make this room a lot bigger than it is right now. Should I wish to. So the other thing that I want to do now is I want to go to plumbing. I want to go to liquid pipe. And this water in here is clean, pure water. So I'm going to run that out that way, down here into the base there, and I'm going to join it into there. I'm curious if that will then automatically join up to the others, or if I've actually got to run a pipe all the way along. We will find out very shortly. We will priority 9 it. 9 that, yeah, 9 that bit there, and then 9 that. And 9 that, like that. There, I won't 9 anything else on here. Skill required operation, I won't worry about those. What I will do is we'll go in here and we will take sleet wheat. There. Plant. Copy settings. Put that all the way across there. And then go into here. Disable auto repair. I don't want to do that. That'll just do whatever it's doing. So that uses up water. 5 kilos per cycle of dirt as well. That's a slight problem, is the dirt for the farming. That is ever such a slight problem for us, is dirt. You know, it would help if I unpaused. We've got some dirt. But we don't have loads of it. I've stopped consuming dirt in here. I've also got... Why have I got frost buns being put down here? This is not good. I shouldn't have frost buns being put down there. That's cooking ingredients only in that one. In here, we've got edibles. I got mush fries. Let's... Oh! Because I haven't actually selected them to go in here, is it? Cooked fish, frost buns. I want frost buns going in. Meat. I don't know. It's because I don't want all edibles going in here. I got berry sludge can go in. Barbecue, bristleberries. I don't want bristleberries being stored. Or do I? You know, I'm not actually sure. Cooked fish, we do want to go in here. Gristleberries, no. Lettuce, meat, mush fry. The meat gets barbecued. Pacu fillet, omelette. We'll put that in there. Like that. And then copy settings. And put them onto that one over there. So that I've got those two. And then this one here. Cooking ingredient. Sleet wheat grain or pinch of pepper nut. So what I'm going to also need to do is I want to go here into edible. And I want to put not the cooked fish. Bristleberry needs to go in here. Because that's what we need in there, isn't it? Mush bar, that should be on 0. Berry sludge, right there. Requires bristleberries. Yes, that's what I need to do. I don't want the bristleberries being eaten. So if I go here into edible, bristleberries are not being eaten. We want barbecue, berry sludge, cooked fish, frost buns. Meal lice. No. Muckroot. No, I don't want muckroot in here either. And mush fries, mushroom, nutrient bar, omelette can go in here. Spicy tofu, we haven't made any of that. Right. Copy the settings off of there and put it onto that one. So then what I want to do, so I've got those. So now I want to go into, like, I've got cooking ingredients right here, pinch of pepper nuts as well. Because those are a cooking ingredient. That's being used for the espresso. When we find any for the espresso. So in here, I do want the bristleberries. And the... I don't know about gristleberries. I'm not sure if I want those in here. But meal lice I want in here. Muckroot. I don't think I want to keep those. Nutrient bar, omelette. Pacu fillet. Meat. Those are items that we want to be bringing in here. As cooking ingredients. Gristleberry. We've got the bristleberry, but what about the gristleberry? And let me have a look at the database a second. Right. The bristleberry right there is 4 cycles, preserved temperature -18. That is a cooking ingredient, and then the gristleberry right there is the grilled bud of a bristleberry, so I don't actually want to be making those. I don't know if gristleberries... I've actually got those being made. Is there anything else that we can use our bristleberries for? Yeah, there is actually, isn't there? Not in here. That's the frost buns there. Take that off of forever. Don't have those. Go into this one. It's the berry sludge. The bristleberry goes into the berry sludge. Because that's a really good... Berry sludge is a really good quality food. So, put that one up onto there. That is a really good quality food that we want to be making. And then we've got the mush fries over there. It's a deep fried mud slop. So, I want to go into here. And bristleberries, we do want to store. Gristleberries... We're not making them, so they don't matter. So we just want to store the bristle ones. Okay. That should be good. That should be fine. I've got igneous rock being smashed up in there. That's being turned into sand slowly over time. Raw mineral, igneous rock. I got 807 tons of that still, so it's not like we've got a shortage of that. And then if we go into filtration medium, I've got 206 tons of sand. So we're still doing a grand job of dealing with all of that. I've got the sleet wheat grain is being delivered in there for cooking and turning into all of the food that we might possibly need to consume in here. If I do a little bit of digging, that, and do a little bit of digging like that, I should be able to reach those, I think. I will if I do that. There. Remove that lot, and then I'll be able to reach that sleet wheat over there. I've still got some stuff down here that hasn't yet been reached, but that's doing just fine. And let's go back into our plumbing overlay and just have a look in here. We've got all the dirty water running out and then dropping into here. Those are running absolutely brilliantly, and that's working nicely. I've got insufficient oxygen generation going on at the moment, which could be a little bit of a problem for us somewhere. I've got my water loops running. These are producing dirty water. They're not producing dirty water. They're using dirty water. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do with that. There's our gas pipes. That's the rest of this is now just being delivered in. And as soon as that is done, we can start changing things over. So this one here needs to be pulling out hydrogen. And I'm also going to connect that with the automation system. So I need to run back over, and where's this one being automated from? Essentially, I just want to increase that wire right there. I don't know why I bothered extending it out the other way, but it doesn't really matter. So that one's going to go there. We're going to run up here like this. And we're going to run along this bit here, and we're going to go up there, and that's going to go join into that one, and join into that one there. Nothing else needs to be automated on there. I've just got to join in water production on those in a minute. Water in here. I have got loads of water in here. I'm a bit concerned that it's going to be too much weight soon, and it's going to cause problems like flood our room in here. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. We'll have to wait and see. Now, we've got no issues with food supply, so I could very easily get more duplicates coming in here if I wanted to. I've got a decent cooling system going on. That's 32 degrees there. It's then coming out at 18, and this is coming through here at 4.9. That's fantastic. 4.95 degrees. Which then runs off around the rest of the base. All the way down here. Like down here, it's 5 degrees. Time it gets over here, it's heated up to 14 degrees. Time it gets down here, it's 25 degrees. And it runs through my cooling system. It's coming in at 25 and is running out at 14. I have got temperature overlay. I have got Wheezeworts in here. And they are also working to cool things down, which is absolutely fantastic. No seed selected. Why aren't you working? Why has the seed come out? Well, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for a little while. We need to let the replicants rest. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And I am just going to drag out this farewell just a tiny little bit, just so that there is enough space and time on the screen to put up a couple lots of you absolutely wonderful supporters of the channel. You should be seeing some of your names coming up now. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.